Right, hello everyone and welcome back to the ESL UK Premiership Season 2 Finals live from London MCM Comic Con. My name is Kai and alongside me is Jackie, and if you've just tuned in, what are you doing with your life? Because you've missed the first map, which was Cobblestone, but at least we've got Cash and potentially three more maps coming up.
Yeah, and that was a real spectacle to watch, of course. UE Smash going into it weren't that confident. Of course, they knew they weren't really going to be able to take the win over on Infused on their home territory on Cobblestone, but they did a good job on that T side. For a while there, they were able to find the leak into the B-bomb site, and time again, they were, ripping people's heads off. But from what it seemed like is they just were overcompensating for things. They were prepared for Infused to really be even more in-depth than what they prepared for, whereas Infused were just playing close angles and just going for really just attempting to out-aim people. And that's really what it came down to. Infused were just able to get more trades at the time and just looked a lot crisper than UE Smash did. But going into Cash, of course, we saw UE Smash go absolutely massive against Team ZenX yesterday on Cash. They looked very strong. They said the two maps they really wanted to play, if possible, were Cash and Us 2. So getting Cash here now in the second map is good for them. Potentially, this is where we're going to see them really come in strong with them to shut that stuff once again, whip out the shock and awe style play, and really, find their way into this game against Team Infused.
I think it's going to be interesting as well to see whether the same sort of style occurs where on Cobblestone, Team Infused struggled on their CT side, but looked immense on the terrorist side. So I'm interested to see whether the same will occur here on Cash. But after winning the 9th round, interestingly enough, Team Infused have actually opted to stay on the counter-terrorist side. And I guess a map like Cash is quite an evenly shared out map, so it doesn't really matter whether you start on the CT side or Cash, a bit similar to Dust 2 in certain respects.
Yeah, we have some, comparisons to it, some similarities, and it's the style of UE's playstyle that's going to be interesting for me, because of course, when we saw them go up against ZenX, what they were doing is the first few rounds, it was really just heavy information, just charging in time and time again, trying to work out exactly how the CT side team played. And if they go for something like that again, potentially this is where we're going to see them lose quite a few rounds in a row before they find their footing, slow things down, and go for the more methodical style of play.
So United Estonia Smash, looking to smash things over and break them on the A bomb site. Charlie finds the first headshot straight onto the cranium of Red Snake. HS will live up to his name and find a headshot to Nugger as well, getting the third one. And in the blink of an eye, this Team Infused defense over on the A bomb site begins to crumble. Yeah,
they were playing that A retake, and it's not gone well for them. There's only 2 players left to attempt to retake, and they're just getting damaged all over the place. Windansky does finally find the headshot onto HS. That's that USP coming in handy there. Fet's getting double teamed from both sides, and he will get tagged very heavily, but somehow comes out on top, shuts down Zed, and they will finally be able to get that round on the board. Beautiful stuff coming out there, the aggressive start. As soon as they realized there was only one player in A, they've gone for it, knocked him out of action, and then capitalized, holding their angles. UE Smash now, this is where they have to keep the ball rolling though. They've got those MAC 10s in hand, 1 MP7 as well, and 2 AK, so a little bit of a cash builder there on Charlie, HS, and Nick. But Fets and Nugget, they're going to be the point men. They're the ones that have to go in and really deal with the Infused players that can be from far away.
Yeah, and important as well, they do not accidentally give away any of these AKs, particularly as the Team Infused players have all bought up armor. Only crucial without the helmet. But here we go, Zed in a fantastic position just underneath the vents. Him and Windansky both coming in to get that early kill onto HS. But none of them have picked up his submachine gun. But it does seem like rotation's going to come in towards A.
Yeah, charging towards that A-bomb site. Aaron on side with the 5-7. He's showing just how you use it. Gets the kill onto Mick. Red Snake finds one as well with his 5-7 onto Naga before he's traded out. Fet's going big though, gets 2 juicy headshots, and it is all on Zed. Only that CZ 75 in hand, rotating over as fast as the legs can carry him though, tapping through, and he does drop Fet's the 1-on-1. Charlie, 25 HP, but he does have the MAC 10.
Problem is Zed is going to pick up this AK-47, and this round genuinely could go either way. Charlie has showed himself, and Charlie will hit the deck, and Team Infused, despite losing the pistol round, are more than back into things, winning their 4th spy round after losing the pistol, and will even things up at 1-1 and now the United Estonia economy is going to be, well, troublesome to say the least. They got the bomb down, which will help things out, but I'd be very surprised if we really saw them opt to force things up. But knowing United Estonia and the aggressive style of play they like to do, they'll be wanting to continue to apply that pressure onto Team Infused given the current scenario of the game. They don't want Team Infused to sort of utilize that second round and build bank upon it. So they have opted to force things up, and this game is going to get really hot and spicy now.
Yeah, so let's see how this one's going to go. The smoke wall strategy coming out as they push through though. Not going to be going through vents, working straight towards short. The A-site defense has to come out. Aaron and Co spraying down, trying to force them back by themselves a few more seconds. But will it work out? Aaron gets one onto Charlie, almost gets the follow-up frag, but Nugget somehow slipped behind, uses that tech line to the best of his ability and gets two huge frags to secure on the site.
Still making his way up shore, but makes his way in up shore before Windansky and Zed are here to help. And quickly things turn around. United Estonia Smash losing the last round, forced things up this round. Nice aggressive play straight onto the A bomb site. Credit where it's due to Nugget finding 2 kills out of nowhere with the Rec 9. And Zed, the best he can do here is just fall all the way back, try and find a corner to hide in, and hold on to this AK-47 and take it with him into the next round.
Zed, the last man standing, tucking in, hoping that someone might potentially go for a bit of a push off site if they all exit through main. He might be able to find someone. 2 of the players are Fetz and Mick. They could potentially walk right into the crosshairs of Zed.
He is going up towards his right-hand side, but Nugget could be edging a little bit closer. They're actually going in search of him, and he will just about survive with that AK-47 on 12 HP, so he will take it in to this next round. But the rest of Team Infused pretty much broke, but interestingly enough, they've still opted to buy up armor. Windansky and Zed both with diffuse kits, and they want to keep the pressure on here. Is it going to be back and forth? Let's wait and see.
The AK on Zed, charging his way as the Lone Ranger on that B-bomb site. And look where UKCSMash are planning to go. Potentially, this could be very dangerous for Zed from that close angle. He's going to go for the peek, dancing around the smoke. A lot of confidence there as his teammates begin to work out something must be going on. And he begins to rotate over to back him up, but the push does come out. Playing close, Sampa is so blinded, he will get picked off by Charlie. Oh, HS chimed in with one, the headshot onto Crucial, and that site is all under their control. Windansky and Co, they're trying to scurry over, but they're so far out of position.
Yeah, what Team Infused tried to do there was essentially put Zed, who was the guy who saved the AK from the last round, on the B-bomb site by himself. So they said, look, you deal with the B-bomb site with that AK-47, and basically we'll put one person at mid and send 3 other players with only pistols towards A to try and act together as a unit and try and hold off United Estonia Smash just in case they went towards that side of the map. But unfortunately for them, they went towards B, Zed in a potential position to capitalize, but I think he's going to be a little bit disappointed with how things went in the end.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Playing that close sandpit angle, it's when the flashbang came in that he was so blind that the players had already pushed out. By the time he was clear and able to see, it was already too late for him. He had been picked off. It's a bit of a shame, but that's the risk they've run in the attempt of that round. UKCSMash sailing ahead.
Team Infused, of course, forcing things up in the previous round. Just now going to even out their economy. The bets on the left-hand side of your screens for the best of 3 overall with how things currently stand. Of course, this grand final is a best of 5, and Team Infused took the first map in pretty convincing fashion, which was Cobblestone. But talking about things being convincing, United Estonia's take of the B-bomb site was very convincing, but Zed has gone unnoticed. And the second that I say that, Mick somehow smells him out. Fetz gets 1, Fetz gets 2, and Team Infused, they're beginning to crumble, and Crucial, with only this silenced USP, not really expecting him to do much.
Yeah, really not a good position for him. Charging through, though, he is going to find himself a challenge with Fetz. Fetz firing back, of course, with that AK-47. Switches out to the Glock and takes him down.
So now finally, the big guns coming out for Team Infused. M4s pretty much all round. Also, we already covered this at the start of Cobblestone, where we said how vital Crucial's AWP can really be, particularly on the CT side for Team Infused. It's something they incorporate a lot in their style of play. And once he did grab a hold of it on Cobblestone, he really did step things up, particularly on the T side, however. He was finding opening picks towards both bomb sites. But here we go. The counter boost is coming in, but Charlie is ready and waiting. Can't find the headshot onto Crucial, but he is going to peek and go aggressive. But meanwhile, the rest of his teammates are causing havoc here towards the A-bomb site. Aaron finds a headshot onto HS, but that 1 kill on its own is not going to be enough. 4 versus 3, and the retake now is on for Team Infused.
Yeah, the nade's going out to try and force Team Infused back a little bit, though. There's the Molotov. Windansky, he's boosted his way up onto Ava. A little bit of a struggle trying to get up that ladder, and he has taken a fair bit of damage for it. His teammates are all grouped up, though. They're in a nice little area to do some damage, but Nugget could potentially go for the peak here. The smoke's still holding them off. They realize they don't have a lot of time, and they will have to fall back.
Really good take of the bomb side by UE Smash, and as well, the fact that Charlie was that lone ranger at mid on top of Boost, causing issues for the two Team Infused players at mid. If he maybe wasn't there, then as soon as the push would have come in towards the A bomb site, those two mid players would have already maybe rotated right up short and already been there on the A bomb site, over on the A bomb site to prevent the push coming in. But because he was at mid, holding them off, being a nuisance, that's what made life so much easier for the rest of his teammates over towards A main, pushing out on the bomb site. And at the moment, United Estonia Smash on this terrorist side, looking very, very crisp.
Yeah, they've been doing some damage. Everyone's aim looks very on point right now, and it's beautiful to watch. We said this yesterday when we said they go for that very aggressive style of play, and they've got the aim to back it up. They can really just follow through and do some damage. But Aaron and Red Snake, they seem to be the one going a little bit aggressive this time around, going for a cheeky boost on that B, the A bomb site. They will get the pick though. Red Snake takes down Fetz. Mick chiming in as well with a counterplay onto Red Snake. Aaron comes in, and it is trades galore all over that A bomb site. HS finally begins to even things up. It's a 2-on-2, and they have to be fast to get it towards A. The bomb will surely go down. Charlie is the man trying to get it down now.
It's important now that United Estonia stay hidden post this bomb plant. Don't show anything to Team Infused, and they're both going to congregate up towards this quad area. Might even see a cheeky boost coming from the players over the quad. HS, he's hungry for frags. He's almost got a 30 bomb on this map yesterday round. Charlie turns things into a 1 versus 1. Can he clutch yet again in a 2 versus 1 situation over here on Cash? The answer is no, as Windansky gets the spray down in the end, and it will be 5-2. Still in favor of United Estonia, but positively speaking, another round on the board for Team Infused.
Very close there. Not a lot of time at Windansky was able to get that defuse. Interesting play from there, opting to just charge straight through the Molotov. Of course, Charlie believing that he wouldn't risk it and watching the opposite angle. The AWP coming out from Charlie. So let's see if he can switch things up this time around. Not going for the rifles. They won't be going for really a fast play. Potentially just Charlie going for the pick, and then they'll play from that.
Charlie is going to get boosted straight up onto boost with an AK-47 just alongside him. He's going to go in search at mid and Z to find a potential frag to give both himself and the rest of his teammates that numerical lead. Again, same setup over towards the B bomb site with Zed in here all by himself and Windansky and Vents. So Windansky could prove to be a nuisance for Fetz now. If United Estonia aren't careful, Fetz spot's crucial, and now it's Windansky's time to shine. He has got unnoticed in Vents, and he's going to pop out and get the double just as I expected. Great play from Windansky, and he might even make it a triple if he quickly realizes where Nugger is as well.
Yeah, only 2 men left standing. They've got to be quick, working their way through. Zed holding his ground at the back of that B-bomb site, catches sight of HS, tapping through, but can't quite connect into him just yet. Charlie, he's trying to spot CT, just in case anyone pushes through. Crucial gets himself into a little bit of action between HS, who's going to come out on top here. Windansky, he's the man from behind that shuts him down, and all of the terrorists are just getting completely ripped apart. UE Smash, that's so unfortunate for them.
Yeah, Charlie did really well to get 2 kills going into that B-bomb site, but in the end, they just got completely outnumbered, and Team Infused slowly creeping back into this one to make it 5-3. United Estonia Smash, I think they won around, I think it was 4 rounds on the trot, so despite losing that last round, they can still afford to mount up a bye. Charlie with that AWP again. So let's hope that he can be a little bit more effective with it this time around than last time. It looks like he's making his way with Mick towards the door room, so Mick will probably open the door for him to allow Charlie to get a peek onto short and hope he can find an opener from there, but we'll have to wait and see what happens.
The Molotov's going in to force him out on that B-bomb site, but it seems like actually it was all just a bit of a ruse. They've created the distraction, forced them onto the site. They're very focused on what's going on, but they'll be taking A. Aaron and Red Snake have to try and deal with this. The other players clocking onto what's gone on, realizing the terrorists have taken a lot of time to push, and it must be a fake.
It must be, but United Estonia, they should know by now that Team Infused may very well have noticed this. They've got to be careful because as the Team Infused players rotate around, they could get right behind the United Estonia Smash players. Aaron hiding at quad needs to go completely massive. So close to getting a double onto Nugger, but it's actually going to be him to get the double. Windansky and Zed both rotating in. No idea what just hit them and the rest of their teammates. Now United Estonia need to protect this planted bomb. Charlie has been spotted. Zed has a lot of angry terrorists to try and dispose of, but he cannot. Nugger, he was the star of the show for that round for me. Hat-trick of kills for him. Great play.
Yeah, it all could have gone a little bit south there with the B fake that they pulled off, but it worked out for them. They were able to secure the site, and everyone played it flawlessly. Charlie being a little bit cheeky when Zed actually pushed up, but he did a good job of staying alive. Infused now, once again, charging through. ready for the onslaught they know is going to come out, working out of this very aggressive style of play that UE Smash just absolutely live and breathe. Zed, look at this close angle he's gone for. HS is completely unprepared for this. At any time he could pop out and go absolutely massive as they all charge through. Finds Mick, takes him down, tries to switch it over onto Charlie, but Charlie will retaliate with lightning reactions.
It's not the first time Zed plays in that corner and United Estonia failed to check it, so surely something must be sort of cracking on in their heads now. But anyways, Team Infused, no armor, only pistols. Can't help but feel if United Estonia can get one more kill, which Vets can, that it will be good night Vienna for them as far as this round is concerned.
Yeah, really not a lot they can do. Red Snake just holding back, potentially trying to find himself an exit frag, and they are getting very close to him. He might be able to do some damage here. Nugget slides out and he does shut him down, but I think that's all he's going to get as he gets picked off by Charlie with a Tech 9 in hand. Crucial from behind, scurrying through, but all he'll receive for that is a couple of bullets to the face.
So looking solid now for United Estonia on this terrorist side, 7-3, but still plenty of time for Team Infused to sort of roll back the years, or roll back the days at least, and sort of recover the form that they had on Cash yesterday. AWP coming out from Red Snake, interestingly enough, not Crucial, who normally is their main AWPer. So let's see what he's going to be trying to do. It seems like he's going to try and get the early A main pick, and if he's not careful, United Estonia could line up for him, but it's going to be Charlie to find that entry with the AWP, and United Estonia in the blink of an eye, somehow getting an early one-man advantage.
Yeah, that's going to be huge as well. Now they're fully capitalizing on that. They're charging their way onto the A site, and they are ripping through all of the defenses. Only 2 men left standing with Dansky and Zed, and they are just going to try and get out of there as fast as their legs can carry them. Just running completely away from the action that has gone down on that A site.
It all stemmed from Red Snake going for that peak. I mean, in theory, it was a good idea, but spawn-wise, Charlie was already there. You know, maybe if you had a teammate, maybe going for that pop flash near the sort of the right-hand side where yellow is, where the forklift is. Pop flash into A main, that would have flashed Charlie, then allowed Red Snake to take the peak on with no terrorists looking straight towards him. Or if any terrorists were looking straight towards him and didn't strafe back out after getting flashed, then he would have had the positional advantage and most likely would have pulled off the shot. But despite the odd frags exchange rather here and there, it still will be another United Estonia round, and they've pretty much guaranteed themselves now the lead going into the second half. Yeah,
UE Smash have already sort of won the half for themselves here. They've been doing so much damage, and they're playing flawlessly on that T side. We saw this on Cobblestone, where they play such a a beautifully crafted T side, and when they get to CT, things just seem to fall short. And they have just a little bit of a struggle. So hopefully this time around, going into things, they'll be able to follow through on that CT side and, won't have as many issues that they previously had. They'll keep the tempo high, be able to deal with, Infuse's push that will come out.
Does seem like we have a tactical pause, and without a doubt, by the looks of things, the pause is coming in from Infused. So what exactly do you think they're going to be discussing at the moment? Let's be honest. The same way their CT side looked a bit shaky on Cobblestone. It's definitely looked a lot more shakier on Cash at the moment.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not too sure what's really been going wrong for that Infused side. It's just a few mistakes here and there where it seems like really it's just the communication across the board. Some of the plays they've gone for have been a bit questionable. As you said, even Red Snake going for the AWP buy. It's a very risky strategy, and it really didn't pay out for them. They've just lost a few things just based on these really rash judgment calls that they've attempted to go for.
It looked like they must have based it simply on the fact that Red Snake must have had the spawn for A main, hence why he was the guy going for that peak. But still, Charlie got there before him, and it was an easy kill for him, which opened things up, and United Estonia went on to mount the attack towards the A bomb site. Now, Team Infused, really little to nothing to work with, but the same way they won an eco round early on, they need to somehow pull that out of the bag yet again. So we'll have to wait and see whether they can do it.
Yeah, so let's see if they will be able to return to that old form we have seen. UE Smash splitting off a little bit here, sending HS to hold for a potential aggressive push that come out, and this might be a fantastic call. As look at this, all of the CT side players rushing their way through that B bomb site, attempting to get information, and meanwhile on A, the rest of the UE players finding their way in.
Yeah, Team Infused going aggressive towards B, trying to drop HS, but he somehow still lives to fight another day, despite only being on 8 points of health. But the fact that Team Infused dedicated so many men stampeding out of B early on, United Estonia, when the call came in from him, they caught on, they realized, look guys, it must mean the A-bomb site. if it isn't empty, there's barely anyone on it, and that's why they've easily just basically skipped in, planted the bomb, and now they're just getting some pretty easy target practice frags.
Yeah, all they've got to do is just hold their angles and even get aggressive here. Fetz doing a little bit of parkour, jumping around like a madman, ripping Windansky apart. It's beautiful to watch, and only Red Snake left alive. He's got to scurry out of there, just try and run away and try and hold on to that AK. Tapping a few pot shots there, because look, everyone on UV Smash is fairly low. He could maybe find himself a frag here and there, force them to rebuy some weapons, but I don't think it's going to bother UV Smash that much at this point.
Well, Red Snake falling back. He did give away his position, but I don't think he's going to have anywhere near enough time to get hunted down. But here we go. It does mean that he will take that AK-47 into the next round, which will do the Team Infused economy a world of good. But Crucial and Zed now going for the double AWP setup. Something new. Zed, he's normally the B player, so I can only assume Crucial might take his AWP towards the A bomb site like he normally does, and Zed will mount the B AWP towards this bomb site. He does have some United Estonians coming straight towards him, and they've got to be careful because Zed doesn't miss from angles like this, and this is Zed's chance to go big. He's expecting another player who he manages to hit in the foot coming his way. While United Estonians going to up the tempo, they're going to try and burn Zed down, but they're waiting for him to peek again, get that kill before pouncing, and now the pounce surely will come in. But the thing is, Team Infused themselves have rotated in. United Estonia have realized that with Windansky, who was in vents, and Red Snake, who joined in on the action as well, and they're pulling out and trying to regroup now that it's 4 versus 4 and decide what their plan B is going to be.
Yeah, and their plan B will actually be to take plan A, take the A site and charge through. Crucial goes for the peak, shuts down HS. His teammates are rotating over as fast as they can to try and back him up, but it's going to be a little bit of a kerfuffle. Nick and Nugget trading frags all over the place. Nugget's the man to get dropped though by Aaron. Windansky chimes in to stop Mick, and Charlie is the last man standing. He's got the AWP in hand. He's been able to find one, but can he find another two?
28 seconds on the clock. And Charlie pretty much a dead man walking, 18 HP. You can't help but feel if you can spot Aaron. Oh my God, Charlie missed the shot. Charlie. This ain't the same Charlie we saw yesterday. And how did he miss that? I mean, even if he'd gotten that kill onto Aaron, the Infused player who was at truck would have probably finished him off regardless, but so unlucky.
Yeah.
But it's not going to matter really with the United Estonia Smash being on 9 rounds.
Yes, they're not going to be too bothered about that at this point. They've won the half in their minds. They've looked very strong. It just depends if they can follow that onto that CT side. And Crucial trying to do that A site defense, but Charlie will finally out-AWP him. Gets the first pick onto that A site, allowing his teammates to flood out and try and gain control.
Yeah, Charlie the man again leading the charge. Has been fantastic for me throughout this game of Cash. Aaron rotated in with that M4A4 from short, finds a headshot as he decimates Mick, and HS barbecues Red Snake. Bomb has been planted. It's a man advantage to United Estonia, but this could quickly change. But that bomb is ticking. Team Infused need to get a move on. Aaron dropped from the sky, gets a kill onto Charlie, and Windansky with his FAMAS will kill HS as well. And now it's all pressure on the shoulders of Fetz, who goes in search of the CTs. So close, but not close enough. Windansky doesn't have enough time to defuse the bomb after getting his second kill of that round with the FAMAS, and Team Infused just about hanging in there. If they can make this 9-6 and win the pistol round going into the next half, then it might not be all over for them just yet.
Yeah, the skies will look so much clearer if they can finally find their way back into this. So they just need to get this next round on the board, and that's the whole idea as well. 9-6 is so much of a nicer scoreline across the board. If you're 10-5, you just feel so down in the dumps. Infused right now, they need to prove that they're the ones that want to take Cash. They're the ones that want to bring the action. Boost coming out though. Mick just waiting for that Molotov to finish up so they can go over for the mid face, and they're going to be greeted by 3 very angry CT side players.
Mick, first man in, and he's going to land that crisp headshot straight onto Aaron. Fetz as well wants in on a bit of the action as he drops Windansky in vents. And there we go. United Estonia Smash. It's 3-on-3, and this does favor them positionally. It looks like they're going to head straight towards A. And what can you do when you're an Infused player? But Charlie somehow commits suicide, runs straight into his own Molotov, and now Fetz needs to clutch, gets the kill onto Crucial, and now it's a game of cat and mouse. It's Zed versus Fetz. He's gotten 3 kills already. Without a doubt, he's going to be hungry for more. Zed from behind gives away his position and misses that shot. Fetz is now going to go for the plant. And this is so tense, it's so close.
Yeah, it really is. Both players know the pressure that is on them to win this round. Zed creeping round as silent as a mouse. Fetch just trying to hold these angles, panicking a little bit there. Goes for the wide peak and it pays out for him. Gets the headshot onto Zed and claims that round on the board. Evening things up at 10-5 at the first half.
Credit where it's due to Fetz, but you, again, don't want to highlight Zed because he was fantastic on Cobble and he really was phenomenal yesterday, particularly on Mirage, but you can't afford to miss shots like that. But anyways, for anyone who's not aware, for anyone who's just tuned in, we thanks to Betway, we have a 30-bomb challenge. So the first player to reach 30 kills in one game will win themselves a nice cash prize. And Fetz at the moment is leading the charge to try and win that. He's got 19 kills. So if he can get 11 come the second half, then he might be our first champion for that prize. But talking about champions, Team Infused, well, they want to become champions of their second season, but United Estonia aren't going to allow them to do so. Charlie gets one, Nick gets two, and in a blink of an eye, that two becomes a hat-trick, and United Estonia Smash now looking very, very dominant here on Cash.
Yeah, beautiful stuff coming out there, able to get that round in with just absolutely ease, just blasting through Team Infused in that first round, and loading up now with the SMGs, one scout on Charlie as well. I mean, he's been a monster with the AWP all day, so if we can see that happening with a scout, the agility that he's going to have behind that as well, he could really do some damage right now. But it doesn't seem like he'll actually really have that much of a conflict as the rest of Team Infused are all scurrying over towards that A-bomb site. Fetz, though, he's the man running in with that P9. He's spraying now, but he will only get one before he's quickly traded out.
Yeah, Crucial's going to pick it up now, and makes me wonder if he's going to be the pinpoint guy to open up this A-bomb. So it's actually going to be Windansky with that Tech 9, or the Rec 9 as we call it. These Infused players facing HS one by one. Mick comes in with that silenced M4 and finds a kill. And both Crucial and Zed are very low on HP. The nade will blow up Crucial to smithereens, and Zed will get nailed in the head. United Estonia Smash, it looked shaky, but they're still in this, guys. 12-5, they haven't lost the round just yet. And only 4 more rounds is all they need now to win this second map, to leave things at 1-1 in this best of 5. And if United Estonia do win this one, then honestly, this game could really kick off. I mean, really looking forward to the next few maps if it does end up being 1-1.
Yeah, we could definitely see some awesome stuff going on in this exotic best of 5, some really awesome maps. So hopefully we see it go on for a while. 3 of the players once again getting aggressive towards mid. Mick charging through, holding that close angle by the smoke, whilst Nugger is getting a little bit confident there. Pushes through to his own smoke to hold a close angle in main. And it seems like Infused will actually be setting up potentially an A-take here with the smokes.
He's going to get caught with his pants down. Oh, just about does. I was going to say he's on 10 HP, but Windansky gets him through the door. Zed as well is going to get a kill of his own. But Fetz, at the moment, it's a massacre for him and his P90. 3 kills from Fetz. Fantastic play from Fetz. And now, despite that bomb being down, Team Infused still find themselves outnumbered. Aaron only on 3 HP, somehow finds a headshot, but it's all down to Fetz and Mick to try and save the day. Mick is on his last breath, and his breath is no more. And Fetz now needs to try and clutch with this P90, with that bomb ticking. He needs to get a move on. As he creeps up on Aaron, gets that kill, and he knows where Windansky's hiding, right behind Quad, but Windansky wins it. Just about. Team Infused are not down and out just yet. Windansky rallying the troops to win that round. And the question now is, can Team Infused mount the comeback?
Well, look at those AKs they've locked and loaded. The Mac 10 as well on Red Snake, and he's been lethal with that little bad boy throughout the entire tournament. So hopefully we'll see some juicy stuff coming out in this round. Most likely just scurrying their way towards that A-bomb site once again. They feel confident in their takes, but are they confident to deal with what is rushing their way to potentially meet very shortly?
Well, HS went a little bit too aggressive, pushing that door area. Aaron, however, the ex-Dignitas man, exploding over on this A-bomb site, up against an Eco United Estonia, and Team Infused will win that round very cleanly, despite the fact that Aaron's on 1 HP. He won't really care, and the fact that Team Infused didn't lose any weapons that round as well will mean that they could save up a bit more cash.
Yeah, keep that bank nice and healthy. So good stuff there from Infused, finding their way back into things. UE Smash though, trying to do some damage. They need to hold off this onslaught now. They've got the rifles in hand. It seems like B, once again, will be the area of conflict. Charlie gets a cheeky little boost here, just spotting over the smoke on top of the box. Could find Red Snake's head, fires through, does take him down, and he will have to get out of there as fast as possible now. Aware that there is more players ready to go for the push, just tries and holds out for a little bit longer.
Yeah, really nice, smart, intelligent play from Charlie. When you are on that CT side and you get that man advantage, you don't go looking for more. You fall back, you play it more passive from the bomb sites, and that's exactly what he's done. But quickly, in the blink of an eye, Windansky changes things around as he gets that AK frag onto HS. Charlie, they're going to run straight into his crosshair. He's going in search of more. 3 kills from Charlie. Fantastic play over on the B bomb site, but crucial now with it all to do, the weight of the world on his shoulders as he plants this bomb over at B. Nugga mid Confeds, however, looking to retake, and Crucial really needs to go big here.
Yeah, it really does. The 1-on-3. He's got to just shine through. There's the first headshot. Can he get the second? Yes, he can onto Mick. Almost gets the third, but Fetz is able to best him and will go for the defuse.
So unlucky for Crucial. But Fetz, 27 kills, I believe that is for him now. And plenty of time to find 3 more kills. Is he going to be our first Betway champion for the prize of the 30 bomb? I believe it's around £500 that he manages to bag. So shout out to Betway for that one. And of course, we saw the odds pop up on the left-hand side of the screen as well. Those odds are for the BO3 as things currently stand at the moment. But here we go. United Estonia Smash, still not ideal. Not a lot of utility for them, despite the fact they've got the lead. Nugget with the FAMAS. But Team Infused, with plenty to work with, Crucial with the AWP. And we saw him step it up on Cobblestone a few times, but he's really, by that last round with the AK, where he was very unlucky, he's failed to really step things up here on Cash for me. Yeah,
really not doing as much damage as we're used to seeing coming out from Crucial. So hopefully he finds his, vigor once again, is able to do some real damage. But Fetz, he's in a prime position to do some damage. Sprays down, gets the first one onto Windansky. Does he spot Aaron? Yes, he does, and rips him clean out. But that will all he is good for tonight before Red Snake comes in with not 1, but 2 frags, and he's trying to find a third.
HS going in search. They're pretty much lining up for him. Crucial goes down, but Zed will avenge the death of his teammates. Charlie somehow finds Zed as he was making his way towards A main. Can Charlie clutch? Charlie can! 14-7 will be the score. Oh, there's a cheeky look into the camera like yesterday. We were all waiting for it. But well played, Charlie. 14-7. And you've got to feel sorry for Zed there, just getting caught out as he tried to fall back into A main.
And 1 kill to go for Fetz to be able to get that 30 bomb. This is going to be exciting. Let's see if he's able to do it and do some real damage for his team. He's been proving his weight all night, even throughout that best of 3 with NX yesterday. So in this best of 5 versus Infused, he has definitely done some real damage for UE Smash.
2 more rounds is all United Estonia needed. You can see the confidence flowing in Fetz, going right up close and personal with Windansky. Casualty number 1 going in favor of United Estonia. And so close to going ham there, Fetz. But unfortunately, maybe biting off a little bit more than he could chew. But despite getting that frag, he has finally got 30 kills, so he is going to win the Betway Award for being the first man to get a 30 bomb. But that, on the other hand, let's focus on the game. Nugget defending this A bomb site. And we can see this defense, Jack. 1 person on A, 1 person on B, 1 person at mid. It's very thinly split.
Yeah, not a lot to really go on that side. They're trying to keep the momentum high. They're trying to hold it down, but it's going to be hard as all the Infused players group up. They're going to go for that Wolfpack and attempt to get into that B bomb site.
So to be or not to be is a question for Team Infused, and it seems like with 40 seconds on the clock, they don't really have much of a choice. But look who's waiting to greet them. It's our little friend Charlie. There's the glass broken towards his right-hand side, and on the top left of our screens on the radar, we can see the rest of the United Estonia players rotating in. Molotovs flying in. But here we go. Charlie waits for the Team Infused players to show themselves, but it's in fact going to be Nugget to find the first kill. And with 15 seconds on the clock, Team Infused really need to get a move on. Charlie going completely unnoticed, gets the kill onto Zed and onto Crucial as well. And United Estonia finally on match point.
Yeah, match point. They've been able to get there, but are they able to get that last round in the bag? Or will Infused find that second win and come back into it? They've got a couple of Tech 9s in play. They've got armor across the board and utility. 1 scout on Crucial as well, and he showed just how lethal he is with a scout in rounds like this. So potentially they're not down and out just yet. Grouping up, going for the mid pick. If he can find an opening here, this could still be pretty good for Team Infused.
Well, we saw what he can do with a scout on Cobblestone. The question is, can he replicate that quality here on Cash? Fetz is going to nail Red Snake in the head as Crucial leads the charge with that scout. Actually gets the no-scope onto Nugget, gets the kill in the end. Crucial finds a double, and that is exactly what the Dutchman is capable of doing. Zed is over towards a B bomb site. And the question is, does he realize that United Estonia have rotated away from it? He's waiting here just to maybe cause a nuisance or try and figure out whether it's clear. And our team Infused going to join up with him. They are, so it seems like B is going to be the target.
Yeah, does he aware though that Charlie is just holding that back of the site, primed and ready with that AK-47 in hand, ready to lay down the law and make some bodies hit the DECK.
Charlie, well, he's not even going to have to face these Ts. HS rotated in all the way from A. Zed, last man standing, but not standing anymore. It is going to be 1-1 now in this best of 5, the grand final of the second season of the ESL UK Premiership. The first map, Cobblestone, went in favour of Team Infused. Map number 2, we've just witnessed, has gone in favour of United Estonia on Cash. And again, congratulations to Fetz, finishing that map with 32 kills. And he is going to win the Betway prize for being the first player to get 30 kills.
Yeah, he's done an awful lot of damage there for his team. Just straight ringing through everyone, round after round. Going absolutely massive. It was a spectacle to watch.
But anyways, guys, I do believe we are going to go straight back to the analysis desk. Machine, take it away.
Oh. We will do just that. Henry stretching, limbering up.
Getting ready, loosening up, ready for the show.
Loosening up for what was a fantastic second game from United Estonia. Fortunately, it did go the way that the desk kind of called it. You guys suggested it was a very strong map.
Yeah, absolutely. Yesterday it was all about headshot. Today it's about Let's. And Charlie as well. Charlie seemed to be like, he didn't have the most frags, I've always think he's second, but the amount of clutches that guy won was phenomenal. Like a decent first half from Infused, but the second half to completely ran away from them. We expected...
Kind of the same as Cobble, right? Like a decent first half.
That's what we're talking about. Cash is a lot more open environment, and it seems like in United Estonia just have their executions down to a T. They favoured the B bomb side, which is quite rare for a lot of teams. Like a lot of teams will do B splits. These guys will do full-on B executes. They have a very methodical way of taking the bomb site. Smoke's going everywhere, molotoving out the site, flushing the CTs out, and it seems to work for them 90% of the time. They get into that B bomb site.
Why don't we see more B pushes onto Cash? Is it just easier to counter?
It's just it's difficult to get into it. Normally, like you'll have an AWP player set up there, and he'll get the first pick. Yeah. But they seem to have a really nice way of taking it. They smoke off key entrances, wait for the CTs to use up their utility, and then they have quite a nice way of working a first pick. They go back to B, Molotov, smoke out the site, and they just seem to just flush out any CTs there. There's no real way to hold it off, it seems like. So very impressive. And again, another fantastic Cash performance there. And that's going to set them up really nicely for the next map. We've got Mirage next, but that map especially, I can't believe how strong they are on that one. It just seems like that's their home territory.
And, I mean, Joe, how much does this map tell us about how this best of 5 is going to play out?
So, I mean, I do feel like that map is the perfect map for United Estonia. That is like best case scenario for them. And you saw that. I mean, we literally just were witness to that. The question is whether they can. I mean, we saw some set pieces. We did see them working as a unit. We saw the synergy there. It's whether they have those set pieces ready for multiple maps. This is the question that's going to come into play now.
I'm going to say probably not as much for Mirage. Obviously, Mirage is another similar map in that respect. It's more of a hybrid tactical map. You have the option to do all these set pieces onto the A bomb site. That's quite favoured. When all else fails, you're not making the picks. You go to that full smoke execution onto the bomb site, get a bomb down, and force a post-plant situation. So I'm sure we'll see a lot of that. I'm not going to speculate that United Estonia won't have anything on that map. I just don't think they'll be as drilled as what they are on Cash.
I feel like we haven't seen United Estonia on Mirage, but I feel like I can draw a lot of parallels between Cash and Mirage if you think about mid-control is important.
Sure.
There's a B site which isn't as easy to rotate from. It's quite a commitment to go towards B. Like there are a lot of similarities you could, essentially draw, and maybe some of that will translate.
The key difference is here, like we didn't really see Crucial kick off as much as we did on Cobblestone that time. Like
True.
This time he really needs to. Like on Mirage, he needs to step up with the AWP. Like CT side, he needs to be changing his position. He needs to be going towards B. He needs to be going towards middle. We need to see more aggression from Infused. I think. Like on Cash, they weren't bringing the game to them enough as CT. Like they were allowing those executors to come in almost every single time. Infused need to use that synergy and that team play they have to actually stop these executions and actually put more pressure onto United Estonia. I'd say right now it seems a little bit too easy for them to actually do their full strategy going into each bomb site. I want to see that early aggression, especially Mirage. I want to see them pushing up middle. I want to see them taking on the pass. I want to see the pushing onto A ramp, not allowing these executions to come in. That's where United Estonia seem to be most comfortable when they get all the smokes down and they send their best players in, like Headshot, Fetz and Charlie go in, and they seem to just do massive work there. So that's what I want to see from Infused.
Same for you then?
Yeah, I mean, Fett's rifle was on point in that game. I mean, he got the 30 bomb, so that pretty much
Is
says
that the
it
first
all.
30? You've been like subtly been keeping count.
Not of the entire season.
Of our offline
but
stages.
Of the playoffs, that is the first 30 bomb.
Hey, making
he's won
history.
the Betway Award.
History of the land.
History of the land.
But he's been playing phenomenally, and as well, I do want to say, I believe it was Mick that kept on getting the clutches. He wasn't at the top of the scoreboard, but I mean, he must have ice running through his veins. Cool as a cucumber.
That was such a key factor. They're winning every single clutch.
Yeah.
Like, it made it seem like one round, but the bigger picture is that affects the economy so much, especially the CTs. If you're losing almost every single clutch, and it's like it damages morale, damages the money, and like a team like Infused are expected to win this one. If they're losing all those clutches, there's going to be a lot of bickering going on. There's 2-on-1 situations they were losing, like over and over again. They had the advantage, bomb was down, and then Charlie was coming to the bomb site.
That potential P90 ace where I ended up standing up. Like, they do every single time that United are stood in your 11th in what should be an unwinnable situation. Like, if they don't win it, they're making it close, and kind of just show that they're chomping at the heels of Infused. Our third map will be Mirage, as Henry has already stated, and if you are new, we are once again just going to give you a quick reminder what to expect on Mirage. Henry, you've been getting pretty damn good at this kind of summary of a map.
A summary of a map.
Let's do it again.
So let's have a very brief overview.
Okay.
Obviously, it's very similar to all the other maps. 2 bomb sites, a very heavy mid presence, which is the gateway to both bomb sites. You'll see most teams going towards middle, smoking out key areas. There's a window in middle where the snipers will be. The idea is you smoke that off,
fast peak,
smoke off the connector as well, and then it kind of opens the map up a little bit for you. You have the option to burst through that smoke and connector and pin to the A-bomb site, or you go short, basically, and split between the B-bomb sites. Normally, it's pincering A or B, and that's how you enter the map. You have the option to boost up into window, and there's a lot of opportunities to be creative with this map. And again, the CTs, I prefer when they're more aggressive. Like, obviously, you have the standard rounds, but you need to keep it dynamic. You need to be moving your AWP around. You need to be surprising the terrorists. You need to be pushing the B apartments occasionally to see whether you can just get that information, that call off they're going to the A site. So expect to see a lot of set pieces from the terrorists as well. We'll see that those executed smoke strategies coming onto the site. That is the go-to strategy for Mirage. Like, when you're not making the picks or things aren't really going your way, you normally just go. It's one of the few maps you can actually justify going straight towards the bomb site, executing within the first 10 seconds, and because the CTs have very little opportunity to push you in that time, it's actually quite viable to do that and actually getting nice and quick. So expect to see a lot of that sort of stuff coming up. While I'm at it, don't forget to check out betway.com as well as esports.betway.com. You can actually get involved at any time. We're still taking bets, so the odds will keep changing. I'd imagine we're going to have them up on the screen right now. There they are. Yeah. So the odds change every single time. You can see it actually getting a little bit unfavored for Infused. Every map seems to be going a little bit more. And I think if you win this one, it might completely balance out. So keep getting involved in that one. And
if you're a believer in the Estonians as well, get your eyes set on that one.
Exactly.
So guys, predictions then. I haven't really poked you too and prodded you too much for the grand final, but coming into Mirage, you guys called UE on Cash, you guys called Infused on Cobble.
This is the thing.
Now you've got one apiece. Best of 5.
I don't think Mirage is actually Infused best map. Their CT side's pretty good. Their terrorist side, they look a little bit lost sometimes. Okay. It depends how it goes. I think if UE get the CT side, Infused could be in a lot of trouble. If they get the CT side first, they could be in a lot of trouble. If they get a decent start going, I think it's going to be a very close game. I think Infused will just about get through it, but this LAN has been very hard to predict. Like, a lot has gone wrong.
Definitely has gone wrong.
So I'd say, let's say 16-13 in favour of Infused.
Okay, so he's calling a close one either way. Joe, why don't you walk us through your mindset and your thoughts before this prediction?
I think I pretty much agree with what you've just said there, Henry. Yeah. It is going to be a map that I do still feel Infused have the advantage on. Like you were saying, they're going to be more drilled, they're going to have more set pieces, they're going to have that general strategy behind them. But with the momentum that UE have been building up for themselves across the entire tournament, coming in as almost like the underdog, sort of the dark horse.
Yeah, you dubbed them right from the start. You did.
Yeah, they've got a lot of momentum behind them, and we'll see if they can carry that through. If we do see Fetz, Mick, all of these players just going absolutely massive like they have been, they very much could take this. And honestly, I do think this is going to go to 5 games, regardless of who wins. And I do think Infused do have the edge, but it's going to be incredibly close either way.
It most definitely is. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a very quick break. When we're back, though, we're going to be jumping into Mirage. It's going to be our 3rd map in this best of 5. We're excited, so should you, and we'll be back after this.